today's show is The Gravity of It All on July 10th, 2026.
Did you say the gravity of it all? Because I know gravity is like a downward bias, or it's a sensation that you're glued to the surface. Like if you go up, you'll have to come back down. You know what I'm saying? But in that TV show Bewitched, they just dissolved themselves and went somewhere else, in some other time, some other place. They could even change their shape and everything. So it's pretty cool, like in Star Trek and Bewitched, you know. If you're old enough to know, otherwise look it up on Google. But gravity, it's like a grave situation. You want to know why? Because it's so mysterious. So today's show is about unwrapping the mystery of gravity. And it is July 10, but did July 10 times to me on March 31st, 1965? All right, that was just a joke. Let's start the show.
Humans experience reality or existing on three planes: the energetic plane, the physical plane, and the mental plane. It is akin to having three bodies of potentials to exist within and to immerse into the outside of the body.
All right, well, I guess we can get serious, but let's make sure we tell a few jokes along the way. Now, the human species has been through many transformations and morphing and chimera. And like the universe itself, it's designed to match the human being. And it's in constant flux or changing, constant change, constantly moving, and constantly morphing. In earlier renderings of ourselves, our bodies were more in balance with the three planes of existence. Thus, we could transform ourselves to liquid, air, or energy, making travel to any time or location possible. We could move in and out of dense form, or from ethereal back to material.
In material form, we can experience denseness and what we call gravity, as it feels all things are being pulled downwards. This is an effect of lower awareness and higher denseness. Basically, gravity is mental construction and maintained from living in the mental plane of suggestions and definitions, which causes a reduction in power and effect from awareness of the other two planes of existence.
Yeah, in other words, if you stay in one room, you won't know what's going on in the other two rooms. So the trick is to make all three rooms work as your servant: your energetic plane, your physical plane, your mental plane. Those are the three planes of existence. Energetically, they match to the feminine, or the mother. That's the ethereal. That's the game plan. And the father is the mental, the operator. But the decider is the central figure, the one in the physical body, the newborn child who becomes a mature child. Each of us humans is a perfect blend of all three.
And now we're going to talk about the rulers of the world, and that is called the dynasties. The dynasties that rule Earth's false reality are minions. They serve the unnamed, many-named governments of Earth and our false realities. The universe is gender formatted with contentions of feminine and masculine, intelligent and energetic forces. The rulers cause us to attend to their suggestions. The rulers are manipulators of speech and language to redirect our minds and values.
The current known name of the chief is personal now. It's called AI, and that means one eye. It's also known as AI, the acronym for artificial intelligence, but that's actually a phrase. The base of artificial is artifice, meaning to lie, steal, or beguile. So we're mixing the word artifice to the word shall. Artifice, shall. You're willing yourself by saying it over and over again into the hands of a liar and a thief. And it's intelligent, but it's a thief. We're facing the chief directly in these times because nature always comes around. It always takes its course to balance and parity.
The number one issue causing humans to surrender their birthright claim to completion and progression is gender confusion. It is the single most effective tactic of war against humans. It is easy to identify and validate. A single argument that none will engage. Agony is the preferred choice. Each of us is born as the highest dynamo and reality maker of this universe, specifically designed for us. Most people disparage the notion and defer to saviors and messiahs to relieve themselves from accountability.
Well, that was fun talking about the rulers of the world, but let's step back to where we were. The three planes of existence of the energetic, the physical, and the mental. And the energetic is represented in your thoughts, emotions, memories, telepathy, and so on.
And a chat user asked us, how is the father mental, mother ethereal, and child physical? And we said child is the mediator, the physical manifestation. Mother is ethereal, energetic, the blueprint of creation. Father is mental, the executor, organizer, builder, definer, value setter, pilot. Each human is a perfect blend of all three. And that is the energetic gendered format of the universe and the universions, the animals and the life forms and humans, plain as day and as clear as the air. Every woman, man, and child is all three, an energetic being, a physical being, a mental being. The energetic ethereal part is linked to your essence, emotions, thoughts, memories, dreams, ideas, telepathy, empathy, and so on. The fascination is a mental issue.
Yeah, the fasci is the war machine, and the nation is who the war's against, because the nation is your temple and the occupier of the power of the universe. Did you know that the automobile represents all of life? It seems funny, doesn't it, that a car could do that? The car is representing the human story, the three planes of existence. You see, the driver is the mental, the car is the physical, and the environment, or the course, is the ethereal.
Let's go back to the heroes and the villains. The Bible is a custom-written playbook used by the elites for planning and against the populace for conditioning and mind control. So far, only a few have caught on. The Bible is mostly distortions, but like any crime scene, there are oodles of clues to be gleaned. Who will play the challenge game? Christianity, or we call Xtianity.
Well, that's a shortcut to Christianity, is Xtianity.
Xtianity.
Yeah.
It demonstrates the foundation of the word Christos in Greek, and that
Yes.
starts with an X.
Yes, it does.
The X is the chi letter in Greek. It's the 22nd letter and matches our 22nd letter of the W, or as a phrase, W.
Yes, who you were and who you are. Now, the Bible is also used for disclosure, because by constantly reminding you of the truth and the lies in the same book, then you are challenged to make the decision. So, the Bible can also be used as a convenient vehicle to disclose certain truths that aren't true and lies that are true. So, this is a double-speak book to teach you about double-speak. The word Christos led to the word Christ. It's a Greek word. Its true meaning that is often missed in most definition books, but its true meaning, Christos, and its true voicing, let's do that first. The true voicing of Christos isn't Christos, it's Greek tongue. So the chi letter is a half vowel sound. So it literally sounds like air is taos. So that's a very interesting arrangement of sounds when you connect it to the modern meaning of those sounds. But altogether, it sounds like this: Aristos. So that's how they said Christos in Greek. Even today, it's pronounced Aristos. So let's get back to the true meaning. The true meaning of Christos means anointed by creation, not the anointed one. It means anointed by creation. It's open to all of us life forms and the highest of us, the human beings. And it's a gift to every newborn child. Christos became known as the term Christ and was later on used as a title, but it was never and is never a name. The J is considered undefinable because it was placed in the alphabet to mock Christos, essence, or Christ. But anything mocked is at once identified as the power.
Christos is the essence and power of creation. It is embedded inside your heart and expressed everywhere around you in the earth universe. Your Christos meets the universe Christos in every breath, regardless if you face it or ignore it.
Well, thank you very much. So let's figure out right now why English, the language, the spoken word of English and the written word of English, which is a compound world language of all previous languages. So the English language reveals the angles and the angels. So let's go ahead and see if we can prove that.
The English language is a reduction of every pattern and evolution since speaking and language began. It is a literal map to why we exist. The English language reveals that it has equal power to deceive or reveal. Anyone can win by adjusting their speech and inner dialogue. All words, letters, and digits are codes and maps to creation and why we exist. The human anatomy is a temple design of the highest order, and it is a perpetual motion machine that runs on air, the flesh of God. Humans exist on three planes: the etheric, the energetic, the physical, and the mental. Maintaining equal power to all three results in the best life possible. If any of the three are ignored, all three will be diminished, and you will suffer